Higher television ratings, higher attendance figures. Ladies and gentlemen, that doesn't come courtesy of a league. It comes courtesy of the players that play in the league. And in her case, she was the most popular, which means she could have helped your bottom line, which means you should have seen that from day one and maximized it, but you didn't do it.
Stephen A. Smith has never been shy about speaking his mind. But this time, he didn't just spark debate, he lit the whole place up. His explosive critique of the WNBA's handling of Caitlin Clark wasn't just classic Stephen. A drama. It was a wake-up call. At the core of his outrage, the league's complete failure to capitalize on its most electrifying and marketable star. If you're riding with Caitlin, drop a CC is the GOAT in the comments below.
You were a bit hesitant and reluctant and resistant to it. So much so you didn't push for her to be on Team USA. So much so you had people like Cheryl Swoops who didn't even want to mention her name.
She's not just a player, she's a force of nature. Caitlin Clark is packing arenas, breaking TV records, and rewriting the playbook before she's even reached her prime. She's not just great. She's the game-changer women's basketball has been waiting for. And yet, instead of rolling out the red carpet, the WNBA greets her with a lukewarm shrug. A generic welcome mat where a spotlight should be. Fans are baffled. How can a league desperate for growth sideline the very star who could redefine its future?
Then are you willing to admit how stupid it was for y'all not to go all in speaking your piece to elevate Caitlin Clark? So therefore even more attention could have come and y'all could have reaped the benefits? Now you're going to do it anyway. And I get that. But you see my point?
Stephen A. wasn't just highlighting a blown marketing chance. He was sounding a full-blown 5-alarm warning. The WNBA stands at a critical crossroads, and Caitlin Clark's meteoric rise isn't just another media moment, it's a once-in-a-generation opportunity. If the league fumbles this, they won't just lose out on good PR, they'll squander the greatest growth catalyst they've ever had. Keep walking this path of lukewarm support, and the question won't be, what could have been? It'll be, how did they let it all slip away?
And everybody talking about other WNBA players not being appreciated. Nobody insulted them. Nobody dismissed their contribution. We were simply saying, despite the contributions for years and years and years, a lot of people didn't care. Fair or not, until Caitlin Clark came along.
When Stephen A. steps into a conversation, it's never just background noise. It's a full-blown event. His latest fiery tirade didn't just criticize a few missteps, it scorched the WNBA's leadership to the ground. Commissioner Kathy Engelbert and longtime figures like Cheryl Swoops took the brunt of it, called out for acting less like trailblazers and more like jealous gatekeepers, blocking the very future they once fought to build.
But if you went the opposite direction, it could have helped that much and facilitated you being in an even stronger position to get yours. But you didn't do it. You didn't do it. Wow.
Just look at how the league reacted, or more accurately didn't react, to Caitlin Clark's tidal wave of accolades. Forbes 30 Under 30, SBJ Sports Person of the Year, Associated Press Female Athlete of the Year, Time Athlete of the Year. The honors kept stacking up, and with each one, Clark wasn't just building an empire. She was dragging the WNBA into national headlines. And what did the league's leadership do? Crickets. No massive campaigns. No league-wide celebrations. No "this is our moment" rallying cries. Commissioner Kathy Engelbert seemed content to play a background extra in Clark's blockbuster moment. And don't even get me started on how they botched her Rookie of the Year announcement. Past winners. Got full-blown celebrations, team events, primetime specials. Caitlin, she got a phone call. That's it. The biggest phenomenon women's basketball has seen in decades, and the WNBA managed to make her crowning achievement feel about as exciting as a spam call. Fans didn't need Stephen A. to point it out. They were already sounding. The alarm themselves.
We're going to let her know she was Rookie of the Year with a phone call in Connecticut during a practice before a playoff game. You can't make this up.
The real question. No one in the league seems willing to answer is why this is happening. Why is a league that claims to crave attention acting like it's allergic to the very spotlight Caitlin Clark brings? Why the cold, passive-aggressive energy toward the player who's single-handedly putting women's basketball in millions of new living rooms? It's almost like the WNBA is afraid of success, unless it fits a certain political narrative. Stephen A's takedown wasn't just a hot take. It was the hard truth fans and insiders have been murmuring for months. And he didn't just defend Caitlin Clark. He called out the entire system. This isn't just about a botched marketing moment. It's about a league so stuck in outdated thinking, it doesn't know how to handle a superstar rewriting the rules in real time.
Elevated television ratings, it elevated attendance, and it damn sure elevated franchise value. But now, something that y'all resisted talking about, opining about, acknowledging.
All major sports leagues are built around their superstars. Think LeBron James, Steph Curry. The WNBA somehow stumbled upon a unicorn in Caitlin Clark and shrugged. Instead of seizing the moment, they've left her to navigate the spotlight on her own. She's shattering attendance records and pulling in TV ratings most women's sports only dream of, and yet, the league acts like she's an awkward complication, not the once-in-a-generation golden ticket she clearly is.
Trade in the league in regards to Clark started with WNBA legend Cheryl Swoops herself.
That's exactly why Stephen A's criticism hit like a bomb, because the stakes couldn't be higher. This isn't just about Caitlin Clark, it's about the future of the WNBA hanging in the balance. Fans aren't whispering anymore, they're demanding real leadership. Someone at the helm who gets it, who isn't afraid to elevate the superstar, that's transforming the sport in real time. If the league keeps fumbling this moment, it won't just stall progress, it'll throw it into reverse. Stephen A didn't erupt because he's against the WNBA. He did it because he wants it to thrive. But thriving takes more than hollow Instagram graphics and recycled slogans. The WNBA needs a plan, a vision, and most of all, a backbone.
I said Caitlin Clark, rising tide lifts all boats. As much as her presence was maximized by the WNBA, you players could have done more to assist.
Leadership. Let's talk about Kathy Engelbert's latest attempt at spin control. When the commissioner finally appeared on major national platforms like 60 Minutes and CNBC's Power Lunch, fans and players hoped for something real. Some clarity, a spark of vision, maybe even a hint of urgency. Instead, Engelbert delivered the verbal equivalent of a shrug. No passion, no fire, just corporate jargon that left everyone wondering if she even watches the games. On 60 Minutes, she was handed a softball. What do you think about Caitlin Clark's impact? This was her golden opportunity to plant a flag, to rally behind the brightest star the league has seen in decades.
I noticed when you're asking about Caitlin a lot, you bring up other rookies as well.
No league's ever about one player. That player could get hurt or whatever. So I think it's just to give recognition that in sports, people watch for compelling content and rivalries. And you can't do that alone as one person.
Translation. We're afraid to put all our eggs in the Caitlin Clark basket, which is absurd. Because right now, the WNBA's entire marketing strategy should revolve around Caitlin Clark and her crew. Imagine if the NBA had responded to Michael Jordan's rise with, "Hey, we're bigger than Michael. Good luck with that." By pretending Caitlin isn't the focal point, Engelbert and her team aren't just wasting valuable momentum. They're insulting the intelligence of fans who know exactly who's driving ticket sales, TV ratings, and casual conversations about the WNBA.
You know basketball. You know basketball. You know basketball. You know basketball better than me. You know basketball than any of the pundits. You know basketball better than most of the men that play basketball. There is no way in hell you just accidentally left Caitlin Clark's name out of that soliloquy that you dropped about the Indiana Fever. Stop it. You know that. Stop.